What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a new fragrance that I purchased. It's not going to be a fragrance that was sent to me or anything, but it's a fragrance house that I've been interested in getting into. I smelled a few before, or I think I saw them on this niche store I went to in Seattle, but I never actually smelled them. I think I didn't smell them, but I'm not too sure. Either way, enough for me to just go ahead and just buy a bottle. The good old days were when these fragrances were like pretty much at $100. Not sure exactly what happened since then, but now they're a little bit more expensive than that. This is going to be Ormonde Jayne's Montabaco Intensivo. A lot of positive praise about Ormonde Jayne fragrances. The only thing I've seen would be the I guess they're just a little redundant, all the flankers. So you can pretty much just have one. You'll be fine with one. And that's just off the research I've done. Yeah. See, I was able to get this one from a friend that got it in stock. He just let me know to see if I was interested. And we made a deal. I'm trying to figure out how to open this. I thought it was a slide out type of thing. I think it is. Oh, yeah, so. Well, let's talk about the texture first. Texture of the box, it's like a velvety kind of color, or velvety kind of feel to it, kind of like a chain kind of feel, like a cloth, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to. All right, there we go. All right. So once again, Montabaco or Ormonde Jayne. Here's the open. Kind of feels like it's like a book or something. And here's the fragrance just laying in there before I drop it on my laptop. I'm gonna get it focused. All right, let's see what this says. Do we care about this? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll talk about this real quick. Actually, you know what? Just in case it has the notes on it, we'll figure out the notes first, and then we'll go into it. Pretty interesting that it feels like a book cover. It's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get it sprayed. I know there's some kind of mountain Aerocord. I'm interested to see what that smells like. I wonder if it smells kind of like some mountain water, like Himalaya or something. All right, so. This is gonna sound crazy, but for any of you that used to play baseball, if you've ever gone into a Rawlings store, this is what this smells like. So I guess woody, probably from like the baseball bats. Somewhat leathery, probably from the gloves. If you've ever stepped foot inside a Rawlings store, this is exactly what they smell like. And if you guys don't know what Rawlings is like, I think it's baseball specific brand. So scent memory, I have a scent memory with this, but is it a fragrance I would wear? If I don't have that scent memory with it. That's literally what it smells like. All right, let's see what the notes are. All right, so top notes: mountain air, bergamot, orange oil, juniper, cardamom, clary sage. Middle notes are tea, hedione, violet, rose, magnolia. Base notes are tobacco, isoe super, moss, suede, sandalwood, ambergris, tonka bean. All right, so there is the suede, and it's a woody fragrance. I wonder if this changes or if it. I'm assuming it'll change. Trying to see. They say this smells exactly or pretty close to Montabaco Verano. Just in case you already have that one. It's pretty much 148 likes and 10 dislikes. Someone says, does anyone else realize, does anyone understand or realize why this woman and her company decided to make their bottles 88 millimeters or mils? Anyone else awake? I have no idea. What's this? This is a 4-ounce bottle. This one's 4 ounce and 120 ml. Very fresh tobacco, great scent. I just wish it lasted longer. Performed up to 4 hours on my skin. Good sillage for an hour, then sits close to the skin. I think we need an elixir version. Someone says, I've been wearing this for several weeks before writing a review, just to truly and fully appreciate the scent. It's unique, yet very wearable and mass appealing. Montabaco Intensivo takes on the Ormonde Jayne masculine scent profile, provides its own twist, and ends up creating a masterpiece. The fragrance starts with a blast of cold, fresh air. It's like stepping outside for the first time after a night of snow. Accompanying is a citrusy, sharp, gin-like note. The opening reminds me of Gentle Flirty Silver, but Montabaco Intensivo is much colder in this aspect. I don't think it smells like Gentle Flirty Silver at all. Following up, it's a combination of floral, tea, tobacco, and sandalwood notes. The faint tobacco note provides a little more edge, but it is not the main player. What's interesting is that the mountain air note never really leaves throughout this entire journey. Performance-wise, it is a good longevity and decent sillage. With 2 to 3 sprays, it creates a scent bubble for several hours. Then becomes more intimate, lasting up to 10 hours. The bottle also gets bonus points for the atomizer. It projects nicely. A full body mist. Overall, a nice gentleman fragrance that's perfect for lots of occasions. Full bottle worthy. All right, let's see. Let me just spray this out in the air. This is like a weird scent memory for me. Not a bad one. I used to always go to that store with my parents, like randomly, like Sundays or whatever. We'd go grocery shopping, and we'd be around that area. My dad used to love going inside the wrong store too. Out in the air, I really don't get much. Let's go ahead and spray some more on skin. I'm trying to figure out if I like it. Like, I have this scent memory with it. It's a good scent memory. Would I wear this? I think I would have to wear it and find out if I wear this, honestly. I'm surprised no one's talking about the suede note. I definitely get the suede note more forward my fragrance. All right, let's see. Yeah, leather versus suede. If anything, I wouldn't even say this is a tobacco fragrance. I would honestly say this is like a fresh suede fragrance. Fresh suede woody fragrance is what I would say. Not exactly sure what the mountain air accord is. But it could also be because I have this scent memory with this baseball store. So it's like, it could be throwing me off. Either way, people say it's good for winter, spring, summer, fall. I could see this being more of a warmer weather type of fragrance, so like, or transitional. So yeah, it makes sense, especially for spring, summer, fall. It's a pretty light fragrance. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird one. I don't even know if I should continue making this video. Let's see. Maybe read a few more comments. Let this dry down a little bit. Someone says, imagine the most delicious bergamot tea. All right, let's talk about this. The opening is woody, slightly spicy with a noticeable tobacco note, and that is rich, slightly dark, and ashy. It reminds me of parts of Le Labo's The Noir 29, Tom Ford's Tobacco Oud Vanille, or Tobacco Vanille, and Oud Wood. Overall, the opening gives off mature, woody oud vibes, and it lasts for 10 to 15 minutes. I don't necessarily love this part, and not my type of thing, as it doesn't suit my personality. Factors that almost stopped me on buying this fragrance. Good thing I waited. What's coming up next is what made me obsessed with this. All right, so that gives me hope. I'll wait for the dry down. Not that this fragrance is bad. I just don't know if I would wear it. On the dry down, the woodiness and ashy tobacco subsides, and a fresh, slightly green and piney mountain air note surprisingly introduces itself. This is interesting since it's kind of like reversed in terms of top and mid notes. Anyway, the blend of woods, tobacco, greens, pine, and mountain air smells so good. They are so well blended. The woods and tobacco as base gives it weight for it to have a presence, while the fresh mountain air gives it that lift that enables it to radiate off the skin while not being cloying. It smells divine in the air. It's like a rich, serious, underrated CEO that's ready to cheat. No, I'm kidding. That's ready to businessify the world. LOL. Kidding aside. The sillage is my favorite part. It's just to die for. I'm exaggerating, I know, but I just love it so much. I love fragrances that radiate, that smell better when it's blended on skin. MFK Gentle Fleur Silver is also one, and I have a similar experience with this. The sillage is a subtle but always there. Handsome, slightly musky, woody, rich guy scent, a bit reminiscent of Creed Silver Mountain Water. All right, it does not smell like Creed Silver Mountain Water at all. Like literally at all. I don't even know why people would say it smells like. No, it doesn't. The Creed Silver Mountain Water does not smell anything like it. All right, so I was with this guy. I was with him. I was with him for the first paragraph. Then he started throwing jokes in there, and then he says Creed Silver Mountain Water. So this guy's all over the place. I don't know if I believe this guy. Let's talk about this last one. All right, when you don't wear a particular fragrance for a while and you come back to it, you're captivated and it's allure all over again. It's 70 degrees this morning. A light rainfall shower just concluded, and 4 sprays is all I needed to get the day set off right. I don't know how they pulled off the mountain air cooling effect, but it is a real thing, a real place, and a real feeling. This deserves all the praise it gets. A wispy tobacco, this is class. It's woody, floral, and leans masculine, although the right woman could wear it as well, not just the fruitier flankers. When they say boss, CEO vibes, this is the epitome. Not to mention, this will do numbers on a night out, like a jazz lounge or a speakeasy. What are we talking about? Magical Montabaco. All right. Now let's read this. This is from, I guess, the perfumer or the house. And it's probably going to say, yeah, I used to go to Rolling stores as a kid, and I used to really love the way it smelled. I'm just kidding. All right, this is hard to read with this glossy type of thing. All right, I have relentlessly traveled the globe, obsessed with my quest to source the world's most rare and exotic oils to add to my exquisite perfume library. The Four Corners of the Earth collection pays homage to different parts of the world that have inspired me, but also acknowledge the rich diversity of my hometown, London. This extraordinary cosmopolitan and ever-changing city is my epicenter, a crossroad whence diversity can be experienced on every corner. From this global village, Ormonde Jayne celebrates the four corners of the earth, sending love, peace, and happiness. Linda Jayne. All right. This says Montabaco. This is the fourth one, I guess. Four Corners of the Earth. Montabaco is a perfume to capture the essence of Latin America. Leather, suede, wood, and tobacco leaf repeated over and over again, creating a suggestive sensuality and Latino temperament. It sits above the rich floral presence of magnolia, jasmine, and rose. It is all unashamedly seductive, yet profoundly sympathetic, I guess. Top notes are orange, absolute, bergamot, juniper, clary sage, cardamom, heart, magnolia, hedione, rose, violet. Tea notes. And base note is tobacco leaf, isoe, super, suede, sandalwood, moss, tonka, ambergris. As long as I don't get the violet, that's what I'm hoping for. As long as it's not like a super strong violet scent that I get that later on, we'll see what happens. Does this go for sale? Does this stay in the collection? We'll see. But for right now, it'll stay in the collection. I'll give it a wearing sometime this week, and I'll make a weekly rotation video. It'll be a part of my weekly rotation video. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Let me know if you guys have tried Ormonde Jayne's Montabaco Intensivo or anything from the Ormonde Jayne line. I was expecting this to smell more like a Tabarot Millicine by Creed. That's just kind of what I expected. So it kind of threw me off. And then it's smelling like the Rawlings store, the baseball store. Throws me off a little bit more. So I don't know. Maybe it's one that you have to give it a wear. And I'll give it a wear and I'll see what I feel about it. On the other side, if you are interested in getting the new Creed, Oud Zerion, it is available. I do have it in the description down below. Just click on the Olfactory Factory website. I think you get a discount. I'm not too sure though. It is an affiliate link. But yeah, they do have it as right now, as of when I'm recording this video. They have Oud Zerion in stock. Just in case you're interested, I might be buying a bottle myself, but we'll see. I might also just wait it out to see if they get cheaper. I believe they have an 100 ml posted for, I think it was like $449. Retail, I think it's supposed to go for $610. So we'll see. It is discounted. Well, we'll see. All right, that's all I have for you guys. Please do like, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a good one, guys.